Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Pulse Crescent's Varsity Roundtable, a weekly look at high school sports in the Fox Valley area and the only live online high school sports talk show in the state. I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of the USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream team, and we are here in an amazing high definition at the mothership, the Pulse Crescent, 306 West Washington Street, downtown Appleton. And this week, it is our finale. It is the final episode of the Varsity Roundtable for the 2017-2018 season, and I couldn't think of a better way to end it than with a couple of state champions. That's right. We have Austin Wallace and DJ Stewart from the WIAA Division I back-to-back boys track and field state champs, the Kimberly Papermakers. So guys are on hand to talk about the great season that they had and the great finish that they had to their high school's career. But like I do before every show, I want to let everyone know that we are live and interactive. So if you have a question, please log into that live chat that you should find next to the viewer. And give yourself a name. You know, look at these guys. They want to know who's asking these questions. Don't be putting anonymous or anything like that, or some kind of a moniker. Give us your real name so the guys know who's asking the question. All right. Got my man Brett Christopherson over there holding it down behind the Dell computer, getting those questions over to us right away. Don't forget about Rosie making it happen behind the live stream machine. So we're in good hands there. Like I do before every show. And guys, I know I'm hurting your game here, but ladies, you cannot be asking questions. Can't be asking for numbers. You look at Austin, I know he wants something. No, you can't have it happen, all right? We're just talking about track and field, no asking for numbers. Brett won't even put those questions out there, will you, Brett? So let's keep it on track and field, and we'll be okay. So let's get some intros down. Now, DJ has been on the show a couple times. We'll still have him do his intro, but Austin has not. So, Austin, this is the only time I want you to look at that camera. Let everyone know the events that you run, or that you ran, I should say, during the season, and also how you got into track. So go ahead.
My name is Austin. I ran the 110 hurdles, 300 hurdles. I was in the 4x2, and I also did a little bit of triple jump. And how I got into track was I basically liked it since 7th grade, and I was in it ever since.
Okay, all right. DJ, same thing for you. Go ahead.
Named DJ Stewart. I run the 110 hurdles, 300 hurdles, 4x2, and also did some long jump. I started track in middle school. Just kind of liked it ever since. Pretty relaxed sport and, fun to do.
All right, and Rose, you got a camera on that. We got the trophy in the camera shot. Great, exciting moments for you guys. Let's talk about this because you guys have had a couple of days to take that all in. What's it like being a two-time state champion track back-to-back? I mean, you guys are even better than last year's team in terms of points scored. We'll start here with Austin. What's that like, man, to end your career like that?
It's a really great feeling. Last year, we weren't really sure, if we were going to come out with the win or not. This year, we knew we had a really solid team, and we really competed.
Okay. DJ, what's that mean for you?
It means a lot, to be able to come in as the class that, wasn't supposed to be, that hot.
Yep.
Come out as, one of the most decorated classes. Definitely means a lot. Also because all the coaches on the track team, they work really hard. All the coaches, anywhere, they just work hard and help us out. And, it means a lot to be able to kind of give it to them.
DJ, you mentioned about that there's a class that maybe we kind of overlooked a little bit, and you mentioned before, it's kind of interesting that 3 and 5, I think you said, we're going to football here because this class has won, 6 championships combined with the track and football. So what was that like, because you guys had a lot to live up to, obviously the Kimberly teams, the great ones in the past, but you guys have really kind of grown into maybe the most dominating class when you look at the number of championships across a couple of sports there. What's that mean to you coming away with, well, for you anyway, a 6-time state champ?
Obviously it means a lot. To prove people wrong, I don't think there's anything really better than that. Mm-hmm. Obviously coming in, people doubted us. We had a lot of doubters. We weren't supposed to be that great, and we just kind of trusted the process. Every single one of our coaches say we did the little things, and obviously we came out pretty successful. So to be coming in and told that you're kind of one of the downfalls in the classes, and then come out as one of the best classes. And I don't know. There's not really much of a better feeling than being able to say I told you so.
Yeah. Also talk about that development, my friend. Is it like DJ said, anything better than proving the haters wrong? And there are a lot of haters.
It's really great. Ever since freshman year, we had a philosophy of water the bamboo.
Yep.
And basically, you just keep working, keep grinding, and in the end, it'll all pay off.
Okay. Brett, let me know if we have any. Oh, we do have some questions from online now, guys. And DJ knows this. China could be checking in. Russia. You never know who's watching us. Billions, maybe. What do you got?
Just one right now. A track fan is back. Remember track fan from last week. But I'm going to put you guys on the spot. Who is the better hurdler?
Here we go. We're going to start with you, DJ, and then get Austin's thoughts on this.
I think we both know This isn't too hard to answer. The 110 hurdles, Wally's got me.
Okay.
He has consistently throughout the season.
Okay.
300 hurdles, that's my game.
Okay. All right, interesting. So good question to put him on the spot right away. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, same thing. 110 hurdles I'm a little better at, and 300s he's definitely got me.
That's a great question because that actually segues into my next one. It's talking about the 21 events going. First off, that's mind-boggling to think that you guys sent 21 events. I say that because remember the championship at the end. With track they wait until everything's done and they kind of bring everyone out there to see your massive team amount of guys, and then you see kind of everyone else's team. They have like 5 or 6, 7, 8 maybe, and then you guys have all those guys out there. What was that like in a way? Because having all those guys there to share this experience with you, what was that like, Austin?
It was really great to be able to bring down that many people, and especially the underclassmen, to be able to get some experience for their upcoming years. It'll really help them in the future.
DJ, anything to add to that?
Nothing much really. Pretty much the same stuff. And be able to bring down the lower classmen like that. Now when they get down there in future years, they won't be so surprised. They'll be able to expect on what's going to happen. So for them to have that type of experience that other kids, don't usually get to get. There could be kids in their class who, never got down there until their senior year, and they've been down there 3 times already. So,
point.
It's all experience once you get down there.
Now, YouTube accounted for, in terms of the hurdles anyway, 30 of the 74 points. Take us through those races, the 110 and the 300. I'm going to talk with Austin first on that 110 hurdles. You guys finished both races second, and you guys took 2 of the top 3 spots, correct me if I'm wrong. So let's talk with you, Austin, about that 110. What do you remember from that?
It was the first day. I know I PR'd. I broke the school record in the first day. Second day, I was having a good race until 9th hurdle. I clipped it with my foot a little bit, slowing me down, but still finished second, which is can't complain.
Okay, and for you, go ahead, DJ.
The
300.
For my 300s, I ran the first day, just kind of ran my race. I was kind of watching myself on the screen.
Okay.
And I saw the spacing, so I just kind of ran in what I could. Second day, after one long day, and then having my last event, having 2 before that.
Right.
I was feeling a little bit, but can't make excuses. I still went out and I ran what I could do. And obviously just finished. Coach Weinberg, he always emphasizes finish.
Yes.
So I went out and I just ran as hard as I could for him, and I finished the race. So that's pretty much it.
Were you watching the screen on that one too as
no,
well?
Not that one.
So I was going to say, how nervous do you get if you're trying to watch the screen a little bit? You ever get nervous doing that, just kind of glancing up real quick?
Nerves, I don't know. I feel pretty cool when I'm running. I got some pretty good peripheral vision and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So I can look at the screen and see the hurdle right here. So I don't know. I felt pretty good.
Austin, are you that way too? Do you kind of sneak glances at the screen, or are you too nervous?
I feel like if I did that, I'd probably trip over a hurdle.
Okay, gotcha. Brett, you have anything else from online? We have a
couple.
couple questions. All right, what do you got?
Well, here's this one, FVA fan. It's kind of funny. Why do you guys win so stinking much?
Yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about the mistakes before the hand and how it seems like Kimberly makes less mistakes throughout all the gamut of sports. It seems like you guys are just mentally trained better. Now, I know Coach Jones teaches leadership and all that kind of stuff. You guys have other kind of mental things that you guys do to get yourselves prepared. But is that solely the reason? Would you think, Austin? Why is it that you guys are so successful in that way?
We do focus a lot on the mental game, which is an advantage that a lot of teams I think don't have. But also we just work hard. We outwork everybody.
Okay, DJ.
I think we really buy into the process. Okay. You got a lot of high schools that they buy into the process, whereas we really live and through our culture, we really buy in. When the coach tells us something, we don't just kind of fake listen and shake it off. The next day, we really live by that. And when somebody's not living by that in our program, we really get on it. So like if you're the guy that's against the culture, you're not in the right place.
Okay.
Type thing. So we definitely really live up to the standards, and we definitely never shy away from things like that. If you're a competitor, you like to be on big stages.
Okay.
So and I feel like all the athletes at Kimberly High School, we're really big competitors.
Okay, all right, great stuff. You have something else there, Brett?
Well, I do. Shane Wallace checking in. Also, Christina Wallace on Facebook.
All right.
Christina saying so proud of these 2 young men, and thanks to Coach Chad Weinberg for all he has done.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Shane. I don't know if that's your dad or brother.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Okay. He wants to know. You're supposed to say, tell us how long you guys have been friends and how that has fueled competition and strengthened your friendship?
All right. Good stuff. Well,
Good
Austin,
question.
and then we'll get DJ's thoughts on that too.
We've been friends since what, 6th grade?
You don't remember?
He's offended by
6th
it.
or 7th grade, like right when we met.
Okay.
Because when Mapleview and Woodland, they
Okay.
come together in JRG. So, I don't know, we've been best friends ever since we met. And competition-wise, it's really just, if he wins, good job. If I win, good job.
Okay. All right. Interesting. DJ, anything to add to that?
We met in 7th grade in middle school. Me and Wally had a health class together.
Okay.
And yeah, we were making some jokes and stuff, and I don't know, we were just laughing, and then we got in trouble together. So
There you go. That's a great way to bond. Though.
I mean, that just brought us together right there, and then ever since, we've been close. And competition-wise, obviously in the back of both of our minds, one of us wants to do better than the other one, obviously.
Right.
But I mean, just like Wally said, if Wally wins, I'm super jacked for him. If I see Wally in front of me, if there's anybody that's going to beat me in a race, I want it to be this guy. So I see Wally in front of me, I get jacked for him at the finish line. So I mean, we're just kind of happy for each other. We don't, we're not one of those friends who secretly talk crap about each other's, races or talk behind each other's back when I get beat or anything. I mean, I don't know. We're close, and we got a healthy friendship.
Well, I'll say this. I saw this firsthand because you guys ran in different prelims. I think, was it the 110 or the 300? I can't remember which one it was. But you guys ran in different prelims. And these guys were pushing for each other because afterwards, I think you were talking to Austin or one of the other way around. So it's authentic. It's not fake, all right? They really are great friends. Brett, did you have something from online?
Great question. We're here from Maker Man. If Austin and DJ ran a race to the top of Grandad Bluff in La Crosse, who's going to win that race?
You know where that is?
Have you been there?
Probably me.
Oh, you think it's you, huh, Austin?
I don't think I'd want to run all the way up to that.
Okay,
Smart
by
man.
default then.
Yeah.
Okay, great question. Something else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, look, I want to talk to Austin about this and how meaningful it was for you coming back, because I think, Brett, you and I, we were at the game where Austin got hurt.
Yes.
Because Zach came in, I think, afterwards, because they ran that last play that was your play. They were saying, like, we usually run that with Austin. First off, how disappointing was it for you to end your season there? Because I know your football season anyway. But then to come back and be healthy enough to run track and then finish out as a champion, man. You kind of had the lows and the highs in a way.
Yeah. It really stunk when I broke my collarbone there in that game, but I did end on a high note, which was good. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get back for the end of the football season, but couldn't make it. And then basically once I knew that, I started to focus on track, and to end how we did state championship was really a good feeling.
How cool was that for you to see your friend go through that? Because you talked about being competitors and stuff like that, for him not to be able to play in the championship game against on Prairie and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, when I heard that Wally broke his collarbone, it really sucked. Just because, he was really coming out and he was really starting to shine on the football field. And he would have been, and I mean, no doubt in my mind, he would have been, one of the best receivers in the state. So to see your friend go through that, it hurts. But I mean, he came back strong. He did everything he could to get his collarbone back.
Right.
He was in the training room doing everything he could, and he started hurdles well before I did.
Okay.
So he was definitely dedicated to what he was doing. He had a goal set, and I feel like he went out and he hit his marks. He did what he wanted to do. So I mean, you really can't ask for much more than that.
All right, great stuff. Brett, you have something else?
I got
Come on,
two
more. Let's keep it going.
Well, a comment from Facebook from Patrick Bruss says, about time the throwers didn't have to carry the team. He's joking, of course.
Wow.
FEA fan back. Did it help to calm the nerves knowing you were racing against each other in the 110 and 300 hurdles? I guess that you were there kind of for each other.
That's an interesting,
while
that's a great
competing
question. Yeah,
at the same time.
so you brothers in arms in that way. How cool was that? Did that kind of help temper nerves? I don't know, DJ.
I don't know. To begin with, I don't really get too nervous.
Okay.
I mean, that's like his job for us too.
All right.
But I mean, to know Wally's next to me running, it makes me, if anything, it makes me a little more excited. It makes me more happy to know, I'm just. It's like another middle school track meet.
Okay.
So
All right.
just kind of brings me back to some good days, and I don't know. It definitely does calm me down. To know he's there. So, but yeah, I don't know. Nerves don't really affect too much.
Okay. Austin.
We race against each other every single meet, so to be next to each other at the state meet, it makes it feel like it doesn't make it feel like a regular meet, but it calms you down a little bit.
Okay.
It really does.
All right, great question. Did you say another one,
Well,
Brett?
let's do one from Aunt Debo. I'm not sure who
Aunt
that
Debo.
Debo.
Okay, Aunt Debo. Who is your biggest fan other than your mom's?
Oh gosh. Aunt Debo.
Yeah,
Aunt
Aunt
Debo,
Debo.
yeah.
You're
Aunt Debo
careful
was-
with this now. I don't want you guys to get in the doghouse here or something, man.
She set me up.
Okay. Austin, you want to start with this?
Biggest fan other than my mom. I'm gonna have to go with.
Say me.
You don't count.
The mic catches everything, you know, DJ.
I'm gonna have to go with my girlfriend because.
Smart.
Yeah, she came to every single meet that she could, and she didn't really have to. So
Okay.
I respect that.
All right.
Straight respect for that one.
All right, good
There you
stuff.
go.
There you go.
Fist bump for that.
Smart move. Okay, Brett, did you have nothing else? Well, guys, I want to end the first half of our show here with Coach Weinberg. What's with this guy? What can you tell me about Coach? Very dedicated guy. He loves talking about you. I've seen him a couple times at the big football all-star game that they got over there. I always seem to see him there. Always talking about you guys and how great hurdlers and what great competitors everyone is. What can you tell me about that? Maybe people might not know, DJ, about Coach Weinberg.
I'd have to say Berg is, like you said, he's really dedicated. He's definitely a really funny guy.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. There's kind of a lot to say about him. He's funny, he's serious. He knows how to get me and him on track. I mean, me and Wally throughout our high school career probably gave him a couple gray hairs. So.
Okay.
I mean, but I don't know. He's definitely a super fun guy to be around.
Mm-hmm.
He makes you. He's the kind of coach where it's like he doesn't have to motivate you to want to do good. He just has to kind of be who he is, and we want to do good for him.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, he's definitely a good guy, a really great mentor for like both of us. So, I mean, if there's something people don't really know, he's really into trees. So if you want to be nice and buy him a tree or like a shrub or something,
Okay.
he'll take it, or some rocks. He likes rocks too.
Okay.
Mulch.
He's a landscape kind of guy.
Mulch.
Okay.
And he
All
gets a
right.
lot of mulch.
Interesting. All right. Austin, can you tell us anything?
Me and DJ always said in his high school career he was ahead of his time because he put up like 330 points in one season, and he put up like 44 points at state
Oh,
by
wow.
himself.
Okay.
Yeah, he was really a freak athlete.
Now, does he remind you of that all the time, that he put up those numbers? Is that something that he
No,
does?
he's very humble.
Oh, he
Super
is?
humble,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not trying to get any dirt. I'm just wondering about that. Okay.
You got to do your own research if you want to find anything like that out.
I gotcha.
And we
All
did.
right. Yeah, good stuff. All right, Brett, I'm going to take a time out here. Got a final promos of the year. Our Clubhouse Life, our football show, and I think you guys are both Packer fans, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's our Packer show. Well, you're not DJ?
No.
No, what are you again?
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers. All right. What are you shaking your head over there for, Brett?
What's the
Get
matter?
outta here.
What's wrong with
We're
that?
talking about A.J. Klein played for the Panthers.
Yeah, he doesn't anymore.
All right. Well, anyway, a Packer
like the
show
colors.
every Monday, 6:30 p.m., starting up again in late August. Can't wait for it to happen. What is it? Our 10th season?
Yeah,
Brett?
the 10th
so
season's
it's
coming
our
up.
award-winning Packer show. Come on down. It's free. You meet all your favorite Packers. Rodgers. Who are some other guys? I don't even know. Jordy Nelson left. I don't even know any other Packers.
They've all but Clay Matthews has been on the show
Yes,
pretty much.
everyone but Clay Matthews. So yeah, please check that out. Twitter account. Hey guys, this is the time to hand out your Twitter account. So go ahead, Austin, if you'd like to.
Mine is at Wally1224 with an E.
Wally with an E. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Go ahead, DJ.
DJ_Stu20.
All right. I'm at PC Ricardo. Brett's at PC Brettsy. Don't forget about Rosie over there at Metal Rosie. And, of course, Twitter. When I'm covering the softball meet, or softball tournament, I should say, this weekend, please follow me. If you can't make it, if you're at work, just follow me. I'll try to update you because Appleton North's there, WIAA Fremont, a couple other area teams. Also for baseball, when I'll be covering Kimberly as well the next week. If you can't make it, just follow me and I'll keep you updated on what's going on. The podcast, we had our final podcast show. We talked about you guys at length, by the way, as well. If you have iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play, please look it up. It's the R&B show, the only show dedicated to high school sports. We just wrapped up our 38th show, so that was the season finale as well for that, Brett.
A bittersweet day.
It is a bittersweet day,
Everything's
man. We're
wrapping
ending a
up.
couple of our seasonal shows here. So, but yeah, you can look back because we talked about you guys all season long when it comes to football, that kind of stuff. So please check it out. Past episodes are also available, so please check it out, the R&B show. Now, shout outs, guys. Got to think about who you can send some love to. I know for both you guys, it's your final attempt at this, so make sure you get it right. All right, so here we go. Brett, did you have anything to start off our second half? Well, I
yet.
do. What's the summer looking like for you guys? I know DJ said he's heading out already, right? After a week, you get a little week off.
Yeah.
Then you're over the Dakotas, right, to get started.
Yeah, I leave Sunday in the morning, so I'll be up there. I start my first class on the 11th, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm starting an English class just to get that out of the way.
Okay.
Just because of the fact, football is going to take a lot of time.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's about it. I got college lifting and speed training and all that good stuff. So I'm right back to the grindstone.
Come on, man. How geeked are you to finally go? I mean, now you're an adult now. I mean, you're on your own. I mean, how cool is that, man? How excited are you for that next phase in your life?
I'm definitely excited. I'm not even going to lie. I'm pretty jacked. I'm just kind of chilling, trying to hide some feelings right now. But
All right.
it's definitely going to be a good time. I mean, from what everybody's been telling me, there's nothing, college is definitely like some of the best couple of years, of their lives. So, I mean, I'm just ready to live up to the hype, I guess, to see what's going on. But obviously, everything with football and stuff, football comes first,
Well, DJ is kind of structured with that. Now, Austin, you still haven't committed to any place or whatever like that, or kind of plan anything. Is this summer a little bit more looking to kind of define that maybe a little bit more for you, or is it kind of just, it's my senior year, man, it's fun times, man?
No, I have to go to the senior spotlight meet
Okay.
in Iowa on June 9th.
Okay.
And basically the rest of the summer I'm just going to have to find a way to stay in shape.
Okay.
So.
Well, we're going to ask the college question a little bit because I want to ask a little bit more, I guess, extensive questions when it comes to DJ about what you're going to do over there playing football. But Brett, you have something from online?
I have a question actually for DJ, but does it help knowing that you're going to North Dakota State and you got a familiar face in Logan McCormick who's going to be there? Kind of maybe show you around a little bit?
Definitely helps out a lot just because of the fact. I remember when I went on my official visit, I had him, kind of there, walk me around and stuff. So, to be able to have him there, knowing what it's going to kind of feel like, definitely feels good to know if I need, somebody to kind of go up to, just somebody I know, that is more close to me. I can have him to talk to. So,
outstanding.
Definitely feels good. He's a good guy. So,
Still got the beard?
I'm pretty sure he's still got the
Okay,
beard.
all right,
I
just
don't think
wondering.
he's going to shave that.
No, I'm going to say him. I wonder if it's just like really all long now. He's out there in Dakotas, man. They like wrestle bears and stuff out there. You got something else,
No.
Brett, online? Best athlete that you've gone against. So looking back through all your years in a number of different sports, does anybody kind of come to mind, Austin?
I'm going to have to go with DJ.
No. Can't be your own
Can't be?
teammates. It's opposing.
I was going to say the same thing.
No,
Well,
can't do it, man.
Come on, we're trying to be nice.
You guys already talked about being best friends. Just can't go into that. Come on, man. Someone has to come up to your mind
In
about
track
it.
or something?
Anything. Any of the sports that you played.
They're like, there's nobody.
There's nobody. I go against the best every day in practice.
Well, I guess I'll just have to say, in track-wise, I'm going to have to say Cordell Tinch.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. See, now there we go. How about for you, DJ?
I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my guy Ethan Dirks. He was a long jumper, so we jumped against each other. He was a jumper for Appleton North, so real good guy. We became closer at regionals. So
Okay. All right.
he was definitely real fun to jump against.
All right. Great stuff. Brett, did you have something from
No, but
online?
they're not supposed to like Appleton North, right?
Yeah, I
That's
know.
the
I think you guys
rivalry.
are rivalries, but maybe a little olive branch out
Starting
there.
to thaw a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, we talked about that a little bit. Now, we talked about before your big matches and how that kind of calmed it down, that you guys knew each other, all that kind of stuff, and competing against each other. Rituals and superstitions. Austin, did that ever play into effect? Did you ever do kind of certain things to get ready?
Yeah. Before every meet, I would take some pre-rep and wrap it around my right knee.
Okay.
Just for, well, I used to have like patellar tendonitis.
Okay.
So it helped when I jumped, but then I just kept it on there because I don't know. I
Used
just
to it,
always did
maybe?
it, yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right. Did anything like that happen for you, DJ? Any kind of quirky things like that?
No, not really. I never really had any superstitions, to be honest.
Oh, really? Just straight
Yeah.
ahead, huh, man?
Nah, I don't know. I just kind of straight ahead. I mean, I would make sure to take, some ibuprofens before I ran, and that was about it. I mean, I didn't really do anything crazy.
Did it ever, when before you start your high school year, people say, "Oh, it's gonna go by real quick." Did it really go by that quick, Austin? You tell me.
No, it really did.
Okay.
It flew. Because your first day to your last, it feels like a week.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Anything to add to that, DJ?
No, it did go by fast. I remember, just last year, or junior year, doing summer workouts and stuff. Telling myself when I'm, deadbeat tired, like this is going to take so long, and then just flew by, and now it's all
Right.
done. So
There you go. Brett, you have something from online. What do you got?
Kind of a funny question again for FEA guy, but are the facilities at Kimberly better than what you find at North Dakota State.
I don't know about that. I mean, you've been there, so you can tell us, DJ. No.
They're actually making a brand new indoor football facility.
Outstanding.
With turf at NDSU, so that'll be up there when I'm up there. So that'll be cool. And they got like fueling stations, and they got some crazy rehab centers. I mean, if you want to see a really nice FCS school, you go up to North Dakota.
And they take their stuff serious there too. People kind of have this unfortunate thought of North Dakota. It's way out. It might as well be on the moon. But that's not the case, because they take their football serious there, don't they? That's one of the reasons that attracted you there, right?
Yeah, it definitely attracted me just because their culture is definitely really similar to ours. So, I mean, their expectation is to win, and nothing less. So, you got to live up to it, and I'm used to it. So.
Okay, Brett, did you?
They win a lot.
They do win a lot.
there.
They do a great job.
I was going to ask the guys how beneficial was the new indoor facility for you guys this season. Really, it was heck of a facility.
Go ahead,
yeah,
Austin.
we use it all the time. We would use it at least once or twice a week. For track, we would use it a lot too, because there's a little straightaway there for hurdles. It was nice in the winter, because then we could be inside practicing.
Yeah, same thing there, DJ.
Yeah, we use it a lot during track. Football, we were only in there for walkthroughs.
Okay.
And we would only go in there if the conditions were so bad.
Right.
I mean, you can only fit so many guys in there.
Sure.
So, I mean, to split, a 50-yard field is kind of hard. But
Right.
it definitely came in handy when we had to.
Okay. All right, great stuff. Did you have something else from online?
Nothing.
I wanted to talk actually to Austin about this. You were being recruited a little bit by the UW lacrosse guys after one of your prelim. I can't remember what it was. I remember sitting there kind of chuckling a little bit. These guys were openly just going up to you, hey, what are you doing up to? Hey. So what does it feel like that? Have you decided on anything? Is it what's coming down the pipeline, I guess, where you talked about working hard in the summer?
I'm hoping to go to Milwaukee, actually.
Okay, there you go. Yes.
Forget it.
I'm an alum, man. Please go down there. Yeah.
I've been talking to them a lot lately. So.
I was going to say, because there was another Kimberly, his name escapes my mind.
Pozolinsky,
who was down there, did some great things as well. So is that just kind of like a initial interest, or has there been some talking back and forth? Or
it's definitely an initial interest, and then their track program's always been really good.
Okay.
And with Pozolinsky going there, he's a good guy to follow.
Okay. All right. Great stuff. See that, Brett? Not Stevens Point.
Come on, go to
Not
the
Stevens
pointers.
Point, my
Come
friend.
on, both of you guys.
We're going to wrap things up here. I want to do our shout-outs here, because we're kind of running over our time here. So, Rosie's at the camera right there, so this is where you guys send out some love, okay, Austin? I always start with farthest over right to my right, so it's Austin and DJ. So go ahead, Austin.
I'm gonna have to send a shout out to my mom, my dad, my grandparents, aunts and uncles, coaches, especially Coach Weinberg, and lastly my girlfriend, Alexa.
Okay. All right, go ahead, DJ.
Shout out to my mom, my Aunt Debo, all my other aunts and uncles. Shout out to Berg, shout out all the track coaches, and I would like to shout out the Gibbs family.
Okay, great stuff. And my shout goes out to all the athletes who've been on our show all season long, Brett. It's been a fantastic season. We'll do it again next August, and that's only coming in a couple months. Here's my last question, because usually I ask you, well, you're going to the state tournament, how are you going to do? But this is you guys are already champions. We already know how you guys did. My point is this: what's your greatest sports memory? What are you going to pull away from all this? You know what I mean? I mean, when you're 10 years from now, and you're talking to, I don't know, maybe a couple kids. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but what are you going to tell them? What's going to be foremost in your mind when you think about your high school career at Kimberly?
Mine's definitely going to be finishing on the podium next to this guy, because we've always wanted that since freshman year. We've always wanted to finish on the podium next to each other. So.
Wow, great stuff. DJ?
I got the same thing, finish on the podium next to Wally. And not only that, ever since my freshman year, I really dedicated a race to Coach Weinberg, the 300 hurdles.
Okay.
He was a real big guy with those. So to be able to get on the top of the podium was kind of for him. So he was definitely my motivation throughout the track season.
Outstanding. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, it's been a thrilling season for us, and
be sure. Remember, first high school football game of the season. Where are we going to be?
We're going to be at Kimberly.
Fond du Lac, week
That's
1.
going to be our first one, and
August 15th, 16th, something like that.
Be sure to tune in to both of you if you can. I know you guys will be away at college anyway, but
I'll be tuned in.
We're already amped for that. We've been talking about that for the last couple of weeks already.
See if the streak continues, right?
Yeah, exactly. So again, for Austin Wallace and DJ Stewart, I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of the USA Today Network. Don't forget about Brett Christopherson and Jim Rosendick as well. We want to thank everyone for watching us every every Wednesday all season long. We couldn't do this without you, so thank you so much. We'll be back here in late August. Until then, best of luck, gentlemen, in your endeavors. And for everyone out there, see you back here in late August for another episode of the Varsity Roundtable.